The following footage is when I attended St. Louis Science Center's first Friday night. First Friday nights of the month are free parking, and there's usually a theme. Tonight's theme was medieval, and they showed Monty Python's and the Holy Grail at 10 p.m. And then earlier in the evening there was a woman that gave a lecture on women in warfare and diplomacy in those ancient days. That was very interesting indeed. And you could dress in costume like I did. Ooh, there were a few people that were dressed, that's for sure. I guess I didn't get as many of their pictures as I wanted. But yeah, and there were people selling their wares. The Creative Society for Anachronism was there. They do their own blacksmithing and costuming and spinning of yarn and weaving, and they do a lot of really cool stuff. And they also had an exhibition of HEMA, which is Historical European Martial Arts. Can't remember everything. So yeah, that was cool. I had a cool evening. It was really nice. So this is the St. Louis Science Center. Enjoy. I'm attending a medieval thing tonight, and I made a costume. Can you see it? Kind of dark.
Spreads out more quickly. I've got to add
it. Must be Patsy.
Chase.
Oh, this is video. Video. For YouTube.
Cheddar.
Sorry.
Okay, you are so good for my ebook.
This is one of the rooms that kids can experiment and do things in. It's like a discovery room. Mars rover. There's information in here.
Here, the one I'm holding and the one he's demonstrating there are training versions of a similar thing. This is called, and for all you D&D fans out there, you're going to get really upset. This is a longsword, and no, it's not one-handed. This is a two-handed sword, not because it's heavy. It is not heavy. It weighs 3.5 pounds. It is two-handed because it's about 37 inches long in the blade. You have about 12 inches in the handle. You hold it like this, and you use geometry, hey, science, math, to increase the power. And I'm not going to try to begin to explain it because I would give you a lot of information that was wrong. But you don't use them the way you see them in movies where you swing it like a baseball bat, or exactly like a baseball bat. There's rotation. Nate, show some winding. Or Chris, show some winding. Now, what Chris just did was he moved from one guard into another guard. And it has a cool name called winding. It also sounds really cool. Do that again so they can hear it. Doesn't that sound pretty? I love that.
Triceratops, fresh kill.
You to First Friday, Arthurian Legends. This is the first time we've done this topic.
Zoom it into its English territories. And
It lasts, I mean, it's not like straight warfare for 117 years. There's a series of altercations, and there's a truce for a little bit, and then they start fighting again. And during this 117 years, I've identified at least 5 noble women who brought together ambassadors from both England and France and tried to, or led some of these peace discussions, and were able to hammer out some of these truces. They also brought together ambassadors and envoys from the papacy to get the sort of the papal blessing on it as well.
So Lucas, I dared. Okay.
We've got a contraption that during the day they have a ball going through all these hoops and things and across here. Comes up from down there. And continues on all around the place. Sorry for the bright lights.